Hello, my name is Veronica Daub. I'm the Associate Editor for Eyecare Business magazine. I'm here at Transitions Academy at Grand Lakes Resort in Orlando, Florida, joined by Fabrizio Uguzzoni and Dr. Carl Spear. You are the Professional Solutions President of Americas at EssilorLuxottica and the Chief Medical Officer of EssilorLuxottica. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm looking forward to hearing some insights about the Transitions Academy experience.
Thank you for having us and welcome to the Global Transition Academy event.
Yeah, it's so what a event you guys have put on together. So can you start by telling me about the theme for this year, Hey Future?
This year, A Future is really how the transition lenses and with the Gen S we launched last year are going to play into the future. And between the new colors, the technology, and how the future look like for our customer, consumer, and patients in this very dynamic world that we live, that we need to be very agile, very dynamic. We believe the transition lenses are the perfect fit. Just if you think about all the wearable technology, the way you want to experience them, indoor, outdoor, in all the different situations you are, having a pair of transition lenses, Gen S, Style Smart, and Speed, it's probably the best match you can have on your frames.
Oh, incredible, yeah. Can you talk, beyond style benefits, what kind of medical benefits does these offer the consumer?
I'll be glad to pass it to Dr. Carl Spear on that.
Yes.
Yeah, Transitions has come a long way. I remember when Transitions was originally launched 28 years ago. And at that time, it really was, a technology innovation that lenses could change color when you went in and out. Today, where we've come, where they change so fast, going both ways, absolutely incredible. But it is much more than a tint. When you look at the research and the amount of research behind the technology, we show that the visual performance is better using transition lenses, gives better clarity, and then you hear alluded to all the time, maybe potential therapeutic benefits of some of the different lenses. Maybe more of that to come in the future for you.
Incredible. Yeah, it's been a year since the launch of Gen S lenses. How has the market responded?
So well. The sales were up double digit. The penetration went up several percentage points. The different colors, because we launched last year 8 colors, and the mix of colors has been incredible. So how all the color from the new ruby, the sapphire, emeralds, they've been much better, and not only the 1-2 colors everyone was focusing, but the mix of the color increased a lot. So we have seen a tremendous in North America, but also in South America, in all the countries, an acceleration in penetration, in sales, in adoption, because of the quality of the product, the style, the speed, and the smart.
Incredible stuff. Is there anything you would like to add?
I believe it's very interesting the new colors we have launched this year. So the 5 new colors in 2 different styles, either gradients or wash. For the people that wanted to have, a permanent type of color on the lenses, even when the lens is not activated, always with the Gen S technology, but also always with some gradient or wash. And there are 5 new amazing colors. And it's the way also we are matching now the transition lenses with all the new technology we're launching. Today we have issued our press release about the Nuance audio glasses, or the new Ray-Ban Meta, which they're doing incredibly well. The match of those technology with the transition lenses I was saying before is probably the theme of Hey Future, why the lens transition speaks to the future.
Incredible. Thank you so much for joining us. Up next, we're going to be talking to the head of research and development and engineering to learn all about Gen S lenses. I'm here with Ken McInerney, the head of research and development and engineering at Transitions. We're going to hear all about the Gen S lenses. Can you tell me why it was such a groundbreaking innovation in the industry?
Sure. So Gen S for us was an opportunity to really take us to the next level in terms of photochromics. There's 3 key axes to it: speed, smart, and style. So not only were we able to offer an 8th color, and all the 8 colors come back and fade back true to tone the whole way, we're introducing with that a smart dimension to our lenses in terms of the visual enhancement and then the visual health benefits that it brings.
Can you tell us about the science behind those medical benefits?
Sure. So we've been working with world-renowned experts to develop Gen S, so Professor Artal from Murcia University and Professor Billy Hammond from Georgia Tech University. So what we wanted to establish was that Gen S not only is a stylish lens, is super fast and ultra dynamic, but that it also is giving you visual health benefits as a direct result of the photochromic technology we're using. So we were able to run targeted trials, kind of double-blinded randomized trials with both Professor Artel and Professor Hammond that were able to prove that we have a 40% improvement in, say, contrast sensitivity, or that we have an improvement in vision recovery. And these, world-renowned experts are now endorsing our product because the data that was generated clearly shows that Transitions Gen S is delivering on those claims.
Awesome. What were some of the biggest challenges facing Transitions in developing the Gen S lenses, and how did you guys overcome them?
One of the first challenges was Christelle wanted a ruby lens, and red in photochromics is very, very difficult. So that was one of our first challenges, to get a ruby lens that had the same kinetics as everything else. The second thing is, normally when you have a lens that fades back, a lens is typically made up of 3 or 4 different dyes, but they operate at different speeds, the dyes. So when they fade back, whatever the slowest dye is can give you a kind of a purplish hue or a greenish hue. So we didn't want that. We wanted to be true to tone the whole way along. So we had to develop different dyes to go into the Transitions lens that would all fade back at the same kinetics. And that was one of the big technical challenges we were able to overcome. And then the final piece, obviously, is that visual health, and to make sure that we're able to have information to support that in claims as validated by Dr. Artal and Professor Hammond.
Okay. Can you talk about how it's evolved from previous generations? Speak more about that.
Yes. So if you take our previous generation, Generation 8, typically about 3.6 to 3.7 minutes to fade back. Gen S, all 8 colors fade back in less than 2 minutes. Again, on the true to tone, we would have a different performance, I would have said, in past generations. Whereas in Gen S, all 8 colors are equally as good as each other. There's no compromise. If you like ruby, or you like amethyst, or you like emerald, they're all equally as good as each other in terms of speed, style, and smart features.
Incredible. What has the feedback been from both consumers and eye care professionals?
It's just awesome. I mean, people just were super excited last year when we launched it. It's been blazing a huge trail in Europe. I mean, sales are up in the double-digit growth. Now we're into the US. We're about to launch in Brazil. Reaction is incredible. To give you a statistic, in Gen 8 and our previous generations, the color mix was about 4%. So we would have sold 4% of colors and 96% of kind of gray, brown, and green. But on Gen S, we're selling about 16% of our product offering is now colors, because people love the ruby in particular, and they love sapphire. So it's really changing the game, bringing young consumers into the product, into the category, and the feedback is amazing.
Yeah, it's not surprising. Those colors are so deep that they're
massive.
They're
so vibrant, and they're just young, and they're hip, and they're cool. Colors super vibrant. All 8 of them. The reaction from the consumers has been incredible. Really changing the demographic of our customer base. A lot of younger consumers coming in, particularly on ruby and sapphire. And it just, those colors allow you to personalize and do different pairing options. And the feedback has just been amazing.
How do you see the technology evolving over the next few years as consumer needs change?
So I would say Transitions was founded really on, producing products that, help you with your visual comfort and protection. Then in more recent years, we really started to move into the style axis. And now where I see it going in the years to come is moving to a 4th dimension, which is visual health. Gen S is the start of that, where it's definitely a visual enhancement system. We now believe that light modulation and being able to target certain wavelengths of light will be able to open and unlock new business opportunities for us in the health space.
Yes, like the right amount of light at the right time, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was a fascinating keynote earlier.
I mean, super.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for all this incredible info on this incredible innovation. And speaking of innovations, we're going to talk next about EssilorLuxottica's move into hearing technology. I'm here with Stefano Jinko, the the global head of Nuance Audio,
Yes.
and we're going to learn all about this new technology that EssilorLuxottica is stepping into. So let's dive right in. What is Nuance Audio,
Yeah.
and who is it designed for?
Yeah. So Nuance is a normal pair of glasses with embedded in the temples hearing solution that is meant for mild to moderate hearing loss. So mild to moderate hearing loss is that kind of hearing loss, is the beginning of the hearing loss. So there are in the world like 1.2 billion people affected by this kind of hearing loss. And those are typically the people that you can meet and saying, can you repeat please, it's too noisy here. I was looking that direction, but it's not because I have an issue. Can you repeat? So the one that are in denial even versus themselves, because the only solution that they can find in the market at the moment are the traditional hearing aids. That if you wear that kind of solution, people will perceive you older than what you are. You are not feeling okay. They are uncomfortable, even more if you wear glasses. As you can see, I'm wearing a Nuance and there is nothing into my ears because it's a
Cannot
normal
tell.
pair of glasses.
Yeah.
So the sound is delivered from the temple straight to the ear with an 80 milliseconds delay that is below the threshold of 15 milliseconds when you see that the lips are not in sync with the voice. So it's half of the minimum, so no one will feel that kind of problem. That is annoying if you have it, but it's not with our product. So, I mean, the Nuance has 6 microphones that are spread around the frame, 2 in front and the other in the temples. Those are able to capture all the sounds and then to give you like a super narrow, let's say like laser pointing amplification. So what we claim is what you see through your eyes, so what is really in front of you is what you hear amplified. So this is the way Nuance works.
So it's truly sight and sound working in
Yeah,
tandem
yeah.
there.
It's a unique product to this extent because you have one single product that is solving two important issues, no?
Yeah, and you touched on it a little bit, but can you speak more about the design philosophy behind Nuance Audio?
Yeah. So first of all, we decided to approach the market with the Nuance as a brand. This is just the beginning of a journey. The reason why was because we wanted to see how the product works in the market, if we need to readapt, etc., before starting applying some of our brands. About design, we were looking at the US market firstly, and we were looking at the highest rotating SKU, so the product that we were selling more. And we found out that there were two shapes out of the others that were the most relevant for us. One that is this one, that is more round, the one that I'm wearing.
Classic silhouette.
Yeah,
yes.
and the other one that is even more classic in the US, for example, is not the same in Europe, but it is in the US, that is the square one, in 2 different sizes. So this is 54, the size of the front, and then we have also 56. It comes in 2 colors, so this black and this burgundy, that is a kind of red, a more feminine style, but we are at the beginning of this journey, so we are already looking at the next releases of the product where we will have new shapes and new colors.
Awesome. Yeah, and these styles are very unisex too. Like,
Yeah,
they can
yeah,
go either
yeah.
way.
This is the one that we sell the most to men and female
Yeah.
in Europe, and the other one, let's say the square one, is more for the US. Let's say for the men in the US. Female are likely will likely buy this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe in red, in burgundy.
Could you speak about some of the features or designs that can address different customer preferences, different needs? Like this is a product all about inclusivity, honestly. Because
Yeah. So the most important, let's say, feature, even though it's not a feature, but it's a result of our design, is the invisibility. So people with mild to moderate hearing loss are looking for invisibility more than anything else. And this product gives you complete invisibility. Then affordability. This product cost, the official price is 1,100. that is less than 1/4 than a couple of traditional hearing aids. Official data from the US government are saying that on average in the US, people are spending 4,600. So we are less than 1/4. Then comfort, because if you wear traditional hearing aids, no matter if they are behind the ear or into the ear, in any case you have something that is coming inside the ear, that is called the receiver. In this case, nothing is falling into your ears, so it's extremely comfortable. Also, let's imagine someone who is wearing traditional hearing aids and glasses. Every time you take off your glasses or you do something and maybe you change something here, you could create a discomfort, and maybe that little stuff that falls into the ear goes out, or maybe partially out. And for the more people are old, the less they understand that there is something wrong there, and they start hearing not good, and perceiving that the hearing aid is not working, but maybe it's working, but it's simply out of the right position, you know. And then hearing in noise, thanks to our technology, we are able to deliver this precise sound. As I said, what you see is what you hear amplified. With traditional hearing aids that are very small and are behind the ear, it's not so easy to understand and intercept what is really in front of you. So this is quite a unique, let's say, proposition that we can offer to our customers.
Yeah, the fact that it's targeted and connected to the eyes and what you're saying is truly really cool to hear about. What are some of the challenges that Nuance Audio is facing at staying at the forefront of this new audio and visual technology?
Okay, so first of all, I have to say that we are, let's say, a new kind. We are issuing a new kind of product in the market. So we had a lot of issues in demonstrating the let's say the parameters, or let's say the performances of our system, because there were no labs that were able to, for example, understand the output, the audio output from a temple, because every single lab was measuring it inside the ear. So when the first issue that we had was to find labs that were able to readapt the way they work for 60 years to our product. And we needed that data, because we needed then to provide data to the FDA. So this seems some easy stuff, but it wasn't at all. For example, there were some small. It's called a chamber that is needed to evaluate the performances of the system, that are small like this, like small cubes, and our glasses were not fitting into those chambers. So we were working with those labs to prepare, let's say, custom chambers to test our product. You know, so this was the past. This is what happened in the past. If I look at the future, of course, there will be new companies that will try to fight and to enter this market, because we see already the response of the customers, and everyone understood that the market could be huge because of the invisibility, the way we fight invisibility. So we are sure that many companies will arrive. We hope that in the years to come, our unique factor will remain, that is our ability to introduce new brands, our brands. So we will play also with the style. We are also, we will try to be at the forefront also when it comes to technology. So we are continuing acquiring companies. The last company that we acquired is called Pulse. It's a French startup. It has been a French startup that will give us the possibility to integrate artificial intelligence into the glasses. So, we are also looking after some companies that are providing sensors, very small sensors that are typically stays maybe in the watches or in other kind of wearables, and we will integrate in the next release in the glasses, like fall detection, like heart beat rate, like I don't know, a lot of sensors, like blood pressure, oxygenation. We are plenty of ideas, and we have a roadmap that will include, as I said, the introduction of brands, new color, new styles, new sensors, artificial intelligence. So
so many new frontiers. I mean,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got this new combination of visual and audio technology in one device, and then artificial intelligence on top of it. So is it safe to say that this move is signaling a direction that EssilorLuxottica is going to stick
Yeah, sure,
with?
sure.
Yes.
By the way, we received the certification from the FDA, the certification from the European community, but even more important, we received the certification as manufacturer and distributor of hearing aids. So we are very proud. This is clearly a new chapter. EssilorLuxottica is, the combination of Essilor lenses and Luxottica frames, and now we have a third leg that is hearing, and it's official being certified as manufacturer. So we are very proud of this.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, taking the time at Transitions Academy. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the rest of the event has to offer.
Oh, very important to say, even though I was thinking, because I'm going to spoiler something that I will say officially tomorrow on the stage, Nuance is the first product of EssilorLuxottica that will have, by default, on board in any given pair, Transition Gen S. So this is
Oh
super
my
important.
goodness. Yeah, thank you for adding that in there, or right at the buzzer. Once again, I'm Veronica with Eyecare Business Magazine. Transition Academy is still going off. Stay tuned for more updates, and thank you for joining us.